Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome back to the beta server where the Fellowship event has just been released. So in this video I will go through the event, the new rewards and so on, and give you my thoughts on them. Now just keep in mind that this is recorded on the beta server, so there may be some changes before this comes to the live servers. So for the latest news, check out the announcements when it comes out to the live servers. And now this time around I do actually plan to make some guide videos. Still need to decide exactly how I want to do it, but my plan for now at least is to do 3 town walkthroughs like I've done in the past, as well as a strategy guide on how to play the event. Because there has been some small changes. The biggest change is that I think perhaps the only change is that the cost of upgrading your managers, or overseers as they're called here in the Fellowship event, has increased. So that might mean some changes to the strategies, who knows. Still a bit early to say how many gemstones and so on you get, but it looks like it's roughly the same as last year. So if that's the case, you will get, or you will have to spend slightly more than you did last year, so that might mean some changes to the strategies. But more on that in the future. I will touch on that. So in terms of the mechanics, the other new thing, I don't think the boosters were their last Fellowship event. They were there during the St. Patrick's Day event, but I think they're new now to the Fellowship event. So that'll be a nice help. You'll get some of them from the rival challenges. But yeah, other than that, the mechanics are the same as last year's or last couple of years, with the idle game that you are familiar with from the St. Patrick's Day event. So with that, let's move over to talking about the rewards. So the main reward is the Whisperwood Watermill. At the final level, so it has 8 standard levels, so 10 levels in total. At the final level, it gives a decent amount of defense boost for attacking army, and some additional defense boost for attacking army in guild battlegrounds. Now in terms of the amounts, building 30, a bit over 30 tiles big if you include roads, so a bit over 2 defense per tile. Plus an additional 3 or so defense per tile if you include guild battlegrounds. So that's quite a decent, perhaps not the boost that people are looking for, but it's definitely interesting. Now another thing you'll notice here is the historical ally room. Now you probably haven't heard about this if you don't pay attention to beta, but this is a new feature. There's not really a lot to it. It's basically emissaries, I suppose, except you need to place them in a building with a room for it. So you'll get some allies. If you place it in a room where you can place it, you get some boost. I should actually have that here in my inventory, if I can find it. Forget what it's called. Anyways, you'll get a building, place it, and then you can place this ally in a building. You get some boost. Not really a lot to it at the moment, but there will be some changes, I suppose, going forward. So I guess what that means is that in addition to these boosts, you can also eventually, it's over here, you can get this ally, which will give 30 attack boost. So I guess you could consider that the building also gives some attack boost in addition to the defense boost. Anyways, in addition to that, it gives a decent amount of happiness, some metals, supplies, some guild goods, which is nice, and then quite a lot of forge points and goods. So on average, this is around 70 forge points per day, so over 2 per tile, which is quite nice, and it also gives 100 and something goods per day on average, so quite all right. Not the best building, I think, but definitely quite all right. Alright, moving on, we have the Escutcheon estate. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I am wrong. And this one you get from buying all the chests after a town. So let's actually just continue here on this first town and let's look at how that, let's see what that looks like. So here we have that new building. All right, and then as usual, you get some, or a few different types of rewards here from these chests. But if you buy all, you get this building. So I guess that means that you can get a couple of these if you buy all the chests. So it'll be interesting to see if that is the go-to strategy or if you want to go for multiple towns. But that's something I will cover in my strategy guide in the future. Anyways, the building gives attack for attacking army in guild battlegrounds, defense for attacking army in guild battlegrounds, as well as general attack and defense for attacking army. Now these numbers here are quite nice. So combined 96 attack per tile, so 48 attack and defense, or in total, which for 16 tiles with no road requirement is quite nice. That's 3 per tile, isn't it, I think? But then if you include guild battlegrounds, a lot more. So in total, definitely a good building for attack. You also get some quantum incursion stuff. You get some quantum actions, which are actually very low. So that doesn't really help much. I think someone calculated that this is half an action on average per incursion, something like that. You get some quantum goods at the start, which is all right. But I think probably the biggest one is some extra quantum units at the beginning of the incursion. So that can probably be quite nice, or a quite nice help to allow you to fight more early at the beginning of the quantum incursion. So I think that's definitely a very nice one. You also get population and happiness, which is quite a rare combination right now, considering, well, most buildings require, or many buildings require those, or only give one. You get quite a lot of forge points, you get some next stage goods, and you also get fragments of the finished special production. So overall, I think this is actually quite a good building. So perhaps the strategy will be to get as many of these as possible. Who knows? We'll see. But personally, I think I probably preferred this over the main building. I don't know, you get a lot of forge points. Anyways, then we have the Imperial Skyletter Spire, which you can get from the Gold League. Now, it doesn't mention any other ways, but so I think you can only get it from the Gold League. So if you go back here, oh, I need to, okay, never mind. So you can get it from the Gold League. This one gives 80 attack and defense for attacking army. For 20 tiles, sorry. That's quite, for attack per tile. 8 combined attack and defense per tile, that's quite a lot. But if you are in guild battlegrounds, you can get even more. So overall, a lot of attack and defense. You also get some attack for defending army in quantum incursion. 25%, so it's not that much, but at the same time, it's not insignificant, so definitely quite a good building. You get some supplies, you get a lot of forge points, 170, a lot of previous era goods, and also some fragments for the golden selection kit. So golden selection kit for the main building, where you can get the level 1 building, upgrade kits, and the silver and golden upgrade for all the buildings. So as usual, you can get this from the Gold League. Then we have the Mythical Manor. So this is an upgrade for the Heroes Tavern. So the Platinum upgrade. It'll upgrade the Legendary Lodge. I think I'll actually just go in game real quick. So there's another new building. I'll talk about that in a moment. Then I'll just do next. Okay. So let's see. Here is the Platinum upgrade. So here is the Legendary Lodge, and as you'll see, you get some attack and defense. So it goes from 21% attack and 27% defense for attacking army to 31 of both attack and defense. In addition to that, you also get some attack for attacking army. Now keep in mind these numbers are in the future, so in higher ages it'll be more, but you can kind of see the jump. And then you also go from, in the future, 21 attack for defending army to a combined 31 attack and defense for the defending army. So that's quite nice. So here you can see the maximum numbers in the highest ages. You also get some population and happiness, which is nice. You get some coins, you get some more forge points. So it jumps from 15 to 35, quite a decent boost. You also jump from 40 goods to 90 goods, and you get some fragments of the Knight's Pavilion selection kit. Which, speaking of which, has an upgrade, the Valiant Knight's Pavilion. So, if you upgrade the Knight's Pavilion, you will get this level 2 version. And if I remember correctly, that was available here somewhere in the leagues. There we go. So, as you can see, for the level 1, you get some units, some goods, and some coins. Now, moving up, the amount of goods has been quadrupled. So, from 2 random units per day to 8 random units per day, which is not bad at all. The amount of goods has also increased massively from 5 to, if you combine all of these, to, 90 goods per day. Yeah, 90, which is quite a lot. And the amount of coins hasn't really changed that much. But yeah, and you also get quite a decent amount of population and happiness considering the size. So yeah, depending on your city needs, definitely a nice upgrade for that. Alright. Then we have the Jolly Oink Pigsty, which it says exclusive to the Silver Pass, but that's what I just got, wasn't it? Yeah, so you can't get it from the chests, it seems like, so not that exclusive, which is interesting. So, the Jolly Oink Pigsty, for the 3x4, you also have the Ascended version, which I suppose is what you get from the Silver Pass, but yeah, this one, it will revert back to the Jolly Oink Pigsty in 30 days. So let's focus on the level 1, I suppose, or non-ascended. You will get a decent amount of attack for attacking army, so 20 for 12 tiles. That's quite alright, not amazing considering the other buildings, but alright. You also get up to 30 attack for attacking army in Guild Battlegrounds, which is nice. You also get some attack for defending army in Guild Battlegrounds. So overall, some decent attack boosts. You get some supply boost. You get some quantum supplies at incursion start. I don't think 5,000 will do that much, but it is what it is. It requires some population. You get some supplies, and get some forge points, goods, and previous era goods. So overall, quite a decent building. Not amazing, but quite good, I think, yeah. Ascended, it'll give, looks like pretty much twice or double the amount on everything. So definitely better when it is Ascended, but it'll only last for 30 days. Now, this one is for the Silver Pass. We also have one for the Gold Pass. And I suppose you might be able to get the non-ascended, the Royal Carriage, from the After Town chests. Anyways, this one is more focused on Guild Expedition, so it gives up to 40% attack for attacking army in Guild Expedition, and then it gives just general attack and defense for defending army, as well as attack and defense for defending army in Guild Expedition. So, if you do Guild Expedition, definitely a nice building. You get some coin boost, you get some quantum incursion coins. This one also requires some population, gives you coins. It gives you more forge points than the Jolly Oink Pigsty, but it gives fewer goods. And again, no road required. So, that is all the new buildings. Overall, I think some of these are quite good. I think probably my favorite would be this one, the Escutcheon Estate. So again, when it comes to my strategies, that might be one of the goals to go that I want to check out how easy it is to get. Anyways, one final thing is the downgrading kits. We now have, I think this has probably been requested for quite some time, but it's finally here. We have a 1 down kit and reversion kit. So 1 down, decreases the age of the building by 1, and the reversion kit brings it all the way back to the Bronze Age, which is quite interesting. Now, I couldn't really see too many ways of getting them. The only way I've seen so far is through the event passes, so here you can see them. I didn't see them in the regular grand prizes, so it seems like it might be exclusive to the event passes, or perhaps you will be able to get them from the after town rewards. That's something we will have to see, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are available as after town rewards in those chests. But yeah, for now, might not be too many ways to get them, but in the future I imagine you will have plenty of ways to get these. Alright, I think that is more or less it. One thing I want to mention is that the checklists from last year, they will still work perfectly fine. There's nothing in the leveling and tasks and so on that has changed. The only thing is that the manager costs have been increased a bit, so you can use them. You will have to spend some more gems. It looks like between 100 and 200 gems more per town, so not a crazy amount, but still a bit more. So if that's worth it, or if you want to perhaps go a bit down compared to last year, I don't know. That's something I will have to explore. But for now, you can use the strategies from last year, so I will copy those in the description. Alright, with that, I just quickly also want to mention that you might have noticed that I haven't made anything for the fall event, so I quickly wanted to talk about that. The reason I haven't made anything is that when the event was released on beta, I was away on vacation, so didn't really feel like making a video then. And then when I got back, it was a bit too late to make a first impressions video, and then I've been a bit busy at work and so on. So, and because I hadn't played on beta, I didn't feel like it was appropriate for me to make a guide when I hadn't played it on the beta server, because I was away. So that's why there are no videos on the fall event. But if you want to see a guide, as always, check out Ubernerd, for example. I'm sure you can find some other good guides as well. Linum, I imagine, has one. So check those out if you want to get some more information on the fall event. But yeah, for the fellowship event, I do plan to make some guides for that, so stay tuned. Anyways, I think that is it. So before I leave, let me thank my Patreons. As I went over in a recent video, I have shut down my Patreons. But to thank those that have supported me over the years, I will still end the video by thanking all those who supported me over the years I had it active. So thank you all. That's it for now. I will see you in the future. So take care and bye bye.